Hello everyone, I'm Jehanya from SNS Academy. Today we are going to see about how the lungs and the respiration works in our body. So respiration is very important for our body as we need oxygen for all the functions. So when you take air is a mixture of all the other gases. They contain a number of gases like nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, and helium. Many gases are there, but we need oxygen. So the system that takes in oxygen in our body is our respiratory system. So the respiratory system consists of the main organ called the lungs. We have a pair of lungs, and the lungs is a soft tissue made up of tissues which is located in the chest region. So the lungs is protected by our rib cage. So lungs is an internal organ which can expand and contract. So it is a very elastic organ that is present inside our body which helps in the respiration. When we take up the respiration, it starts with the nose, that is the nostrils. We have a pair of nostrils here which helps in the breathing in process. When we breathe in, the air from the environment or the atmosphere enters our body through our nostrils. Then it enters to our windpipe or the trachea. It's called as a trachea. The scientific name for that part is trachea. And the trachea is made up of a cartilage structures, and the air enters in our body through the trachea. And the trachea divides into two branches called as the bronchus. It divides into the right bronchus and the left bronchus. So when we inhale, the food pipe will be covered by the epiglottis, and the air enters into our windpipe or the trachea, and then from there it is bifurcated into two channels through the bronchus. And the bronchus, when it is entering into the lungs, that is the tissue, the muscular organ, it is bifurcated into many small tubes called as the bronchioles. They are called as the bronchioles, the fine thinner tubes that will end up in the lungs. Okay, and the lungs is a tissue that can expand and contract. So what will happen is this bronchioles will end up in tiny air sacs, okay, where the air will be delivered into the air sacs. And when you take the lungs, it can contract and expand, I told, right? And how this happens? It will be when you inhale the air. Suppose this is the normal lung size. When we inhale the air, it expands like this. So the space should be provided for the lungs to expand inside our body. That is controlled by a muscular organ called as a diaphragm. So diaphragm will act like a layer when we are inhaling. That is when the lung starts expanding. How it starts expanding is by the curved nature of the diaphragm. So diaphragm will deepen inside. It will go towards the down part. So it will be bending towards the down part, the diaphragm. So it gives space for the lungs to expand. So it will be flat otherwise. When we want to inhale, the diaphragm bends down like this and leaves a gap for the lungs to expand. So it expands like this. So the diaphragm comes down. When the diaphragm is pulled down, the lung muscles will expand, thereby creating a low pressure area within the lungs. So what happens from the high pressure area? When we inhale, the air enters into our body. Once the air enters into the air sacs are the alveoli will be richly supplied with blood vessels. So what will happen in the blood vessels? The hemoglobin will get an exchange of the gas there. So hemoglobin now would have collected all the carbon dioxide from all parts of the body and it will be coming to the lungs. And when it comes to the lungs, the hemoglobin will have more attractive power for the oxygen. So oxygen will be entering into the hemoglobin and the carbon dioxide will be left inside the lungs. Now the lung starts contracting, and when the lung starts contracting, the carbon dioxide that is being carried from all the parts of the body will be left out into the atmosphere when we exhale. So what happens when we exhale is the diaphragm flattens. So what will happen? Automatically the lungs will contract. When the lungs contract, whatever is inside the lung will be expelled out through the nostrils again. So the reverse process will take place. So the carbon dioxide rich air will be expelled out. So this process of inhalation and exhalation takes place in the respiratory system, which is very important to provide us with oxygen and also collect all the carbon dioxide and to leave out from our body. So the main process of respiration helps for this, and through the cellular respiration, by means of cellular oxidation, what will happen within the cells, the glucose will be giving us energy. So breakdown of the glucose will take place. So we require oxygen. This is how the respiration takes place in our body. Thank you.